Alright guys, welcome to my first mukbang. I have this, I don't even know what it's called, like a Belgian waffle type thing with the ice cream cone on it. I'm going to take a first bite here. But basically today, I kind of want to talk about a life update and tell you guys how I'm feeling these days. So I guess a little life update is I had appendix surgery like 5 weeks ago and almost 6 weeks now actually. And so I haven't been doing much physical activity. Wow, that's really good. Anyways, yeah, I've been feeling kind of down because of that. I feel like physical activity makes my life so much happier, and it also keeps me busy. But since I'm in my last year, there's also like a lot of stuff around like graduation and finding a job. Okay, whatever. And yeah, basically, I kind of didn't really, I guess, love my undergrad, and what I study is computer engineering, so it's kind of a combination of computer science and electrical engineering. I guess that's the best way to describe it to like a normal person. And yeah, it wasn't my favorite, I would say, but I took a year off and came back to graduate. The marshmallow is really good. But yeah, after my gap year, I think one thing that I've kind of noticed recently is the fact that all of my close friends from my program graduated already, so they're not here anymore. And it's a lot harder, I would say, socially without them. And because I'm older, I feel like it's just harder to make friends that you can be close to. Like, I still have a lot of people that I know and like stuff like that, but I think just there's sometimes when I, like, for example, went to a club meeting the other night and I was low-key just like alone the whole time and kind of standing by myself. Like, I guess it's kind of my own fault too, because I didn't really go up to talk to anyone, which, I don't know, I just feel weird at that club sometimes, but I still go. I think I'm gonna stop going. But yeah, one big thing with like graduation is everyone always like lines up a job and is ready to go start working, right? But for me, I guess I've had a hard time finding a job in related to what I study, I guess, most of the time. And I think that's for like a couple of reasons. It's like, I don't know, I might have less of a tolerance to do things that I don't like compared to like other people that I know. So I don't know, a lot of people, I guess, are willing to work a job that they don't really like because that will make them money or like get them further in the future. I mean, it's probably mostly monetary wise, but and I respect that a lot actually, because that's literally like delayed gratification, I guess. But for me, there's, I guess I'm not as willing to do that. I don't know how to explain it besides I don't have a job right now, and I think I'm gonna go live at home for a bit and figure out what I want to do. I started thinking about grad school, and I think that's like a decent option because I am interested in some things. related to my degree, but like I think I just need to do more school. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck at this point where I'm debating, like, do I try and I guess be unrealistic and try and do something that I really enjoy related to like arts and stuff like that, or do I face reality and get a job working at like a company, a stable job, and just kind of make money, right? Like, I think that's one of the biggest struggles that I'm facing right now. Yeah, okay. That was like one thing I really wanted to talk about. And chasing your dreams is hard, like it's scary. There's a lot of risk and there's a lot of failure associated with it, I guess, for me. I'm quite scared of wasting time, and I see that if I don't, become successful, quote unquote, then it's kind of a waste of time, and it's like, why did I do that, right? And I also saw this TikTok video today. Some dude was talking about how, like, in your 20s you can start like building wealth and that'll pay off in your 30s a lot. Or some people kind of squander their 20s and they will probably regret it. So that kind of was triggering for me, because I was like, oh my God, like, am I going to be that person that, tries to do what they want to do and fails and just is like broke at 30, which is not what I want to be, right? But then there's also the flip side of, it's like, okay, well, this is what I want to do. Like, I should believe in myself to make it work. And I'm trying to adopt that mentality right now, but it's hard. It's especially hard because a lot of things that I want to do I haven't really been successful at them yet. And, that's kind of a problem, right? So, yeah, I mean, so far I've been kind of balancing school and like what I want to do. So like making videos, practicing dance, and all this other stuff. I think there's a lot that goes into, how you approach the more unrealistic things that you want to do. And I'm trying to figure out that balance right now. Yeah, one other thing related to that was like, there's a lot of this idea, I guess, of, if you want to do something, you should be all in on it, or like believe in yourself. If you're not all in, then you're wasting your energy doing other things, right? And it's like, yes, but that's unrealistic as well. And there's so many different ways to think about it and look at it. And that's part of the reason why it's such a struggle for me. There's like brown sugar too. I'm gonna eat this cone. That's so good. I'm like holding this in my hands the whole time. But yeah. So, oh, that's cold. I'm kind of at a crossroads of like, what do I do, right? There's also like another thing that I've been thinking about. It's like a lot of the things that we want to do are probably so that, like, I don't know, I think the way that people perceive us influences a lot of our decisions, especially mine. I think it's a normal human thing, but I could be wrong. But sometimes it's really hard to distinguish, like, do I really want to do this, or like, am I just tricking myself into believing I want to do this? I don't know, there's so many things where I'm just confused. I'm almost 24 now, and I thought I would, be at a more stable place with my life, or just be a lot wiser than I am right now. But I'm realizing that I still don't know anything, and I'm still as unsure about what I want to do with my life, I guess. I think I have learned a lot since I was like 20 or like 18, but yeah, there's so many different moving parts of life, and they're all complicated. This is super chocolatey, by the way. It's like so rich. Yeah, I guess one other thing that kind of relates to that complicatedness was like, I saw this idea that like human connection is everything, and it kind of also relates to this book I read. It's about like psychology, and it talks about how community and finding your place in a community is basically a main part of life. I feel like I'm butchering it, but basically, yeah, that's the idea. And it kind of reminds me of how right now I feel like I am furthest from all my closest friends, like all my close high school friends, all my close university friends. They all live like pretty far, so I can still text them and stuff, but it's not the same as like living in the same city as them, or being able to walk to their house. And I'm far from my family too, so there's a lot of isolation, I guess you could say, and I kind of feel that. I spend a lot of my time now alone, and it gets hard sometimes. I wouldn't say it's always hard, but I think it kind of is like a silent factor that I don't realize a lot of the time. And yeah, just being alone makes things a lot harder, right? And like, I used to be someone who would probably not rely on human connection as much or believe in that, but I think I have changed my view to kind of just understand that, at the end of the day, like, friendships, like family relationships are so important, and they affect your life a lot. So yeah, I need to work on, I guess, building those things more. And I think I'm doing an okay job, but yeah, that's one place that I've been, I guess, lacking in. Guys, this is so much more food than I normally eat. It's like, I usually don't eat this much. And since my surgery, I'm not like exercising right now that much because I'm still recovering. So I won't be able to burn off all these calories. I might start getting a little bit more full in my cheeks. This is super good though. I did really want like some sweet dessert. I don't know if I can finish. I could finish this all on my own, but I don't know if I will. Ooh, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, I think one other big thing in university that I've been thinking about a lot and been really torn on is like religion. And I don't know if many people can relate to this, but I was raised as a Catholic, and I didn't always go to church and stuff when I was growing up, but I still believed in God, and I think I leaned on God a lot. I would pray a lot to myself before I'd go to sleep and stuff. And then in university, it's like you're kind of on your own now. You're becoming an adult, you make your own choices, and I had this time where I was like not doing so well, and I kind of turned to God, or like I went to church on my own and stuff like that. And then that was like kind of consistent. I don't remember how long I did that. And then I ended up like moving to Korea for a year, so I didn't go to church much when I was there. I went a little bit, but then when I came back, I started going to Korean church, partly because of one of my friends, and I really liked that. But I read this book called Sapiens, kind of talking about how religion, there's a lot of like, I guess, history to disprove the, how do I say this properly? Basically to disprove religions, like all Abrahamic religions, basically, and especially Christianity. And it made me really question my faith. And that was maybe last year when I read that. And, you know, like, there was a point where I was like, oh, maybe I don't believe in God anymore. I don't know, like, all this stuff is super convincing and it's like science-y and stuff, but I still like go to Bible study and sometimes I go to church, and I just feel like it's hard for me, especially being raised as a Christian, to let go of, like, I don't know, like, I still believe in God deep down, and like I can't say that I don't. It's really weird, and I'm trying to navigate, like, you know, my faith, because I think to believe and have faith is such an important part of life. It gives you hope. It gives you something to rely on, and especially in hard times, I really need that. But yeah, I don't know if that's relatable to anyone, but I just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so confused, or I'm not being a good Christian, I guess. Yeah. Oof, being an adult is hard, and I don't even feel like an adult. I should feel like an adult. I guess I'm kind of having this realization right now that, like, man, 24 is pretty old, and like, it's not, but it is, you know? It's like the in-between where you're still, some people have their life figured out, they're married, they might have kids, but, you know, they're probably still lost too now that I'm thinking about it, but they just look more put together from the outside. Whereas me right now, I'm graduating soon. I might go back to school. I'm just like a mess. That's how I would describe it right now. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna eat a little bit more of this. I can't finish it. I just wanted to eat. Like, I always wanted to make mukbang videos, and this is my first one. So I hope it was good. I hope it was entertaining. And next time, I'll try to eat more. Maybe I won't eat dinner before, and I will have more interesting stuff to talk about. I have so many more stories that I can tell, and just things that experiences that happened in my life. I feel like I have a lot of actually random things that I can tell you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.